looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Holiday. Good work defensively by Caruso.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D. The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Porzingis with the block. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Holmgren missing.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Back to Tatum. The shot comes out. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Daigneault.
We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Brown.
First person to foul. First team foul.
Oklahoma City on D. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
The Celtics on offense. They trail by 3. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. White looking it over. Down low. Tatum. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Dort for three. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Outside White. Pass to Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. White drives in. To the inside. Back to Porzingis. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for OKC. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Porzingis. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Lets the three fly. Sinks the tray. Porzingis has got 5 points.
Yeah, I love the answer from Porzingis. Don't sleep on his three-point shot.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And he drives in.
With his ability to hit threes, Dort forces defenders out. In turn, that opens up the driving lanes.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Celtics trail by 5. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been deep.
The Celtics, 8.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Jason Tatum.
Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Outside for Dort. Back to Holmgren. Holmgren for 2.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Celtics trail by 5. White on the wing. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. White's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Screen by Holmgren. Out to the right wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Look at Shai playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And here's Brown. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. It's Dort on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Williams. No good on the triple. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
Good on the second one. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better. He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are, staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
So they take the lead, and the Celtics lead by 1.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Lets a floater go. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Porzingis. There's 1:34 left to play in the first half. Back to Holiday. Here's the 3. Williams grabs the board. Here are the Thunder with the ball. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Nails it from 3. And now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to White. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Holmgren. It's stolen by Holiday. Outside, Brown. Outside, Porzingis. Now Tatum. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And stolen by Porzingis. Up and in on the layup. Brown's got 5 now.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Williams from long range. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The Celtics, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for OKC. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace outside. To the paint. Hartenstein in the post. He can't get it to go. Good D by Porzingis. Boston on offense. And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board. And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Here's Hartenstein. He gets it in there.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Inside. And Holiday powers it home.
And striking without warning. Holiday can be so sudden.
Wallace, right side. Pass to Hartenstein. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Williams misses. Celtics lead by 4. Left side, Brown. Pass to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Okay, do it, KP.
And that's why he's the unicorn. Never know what kind of magic Porzingis will pull out.
Hartenstein a screen. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Celtics. Here's Holmgren. Big Cat throwing it down.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Celtics lead by 4. Pass to Tatum. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort up top. The rebound, Celtics.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Back to Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porzingis punishing inside.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Outside Tatum. Takes a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Wide open. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Holmgren's got 6.
And there's nowhere on the floor where Holmgren can't do damage. He's put a ton of pressure on the D with his jump shot.
Outside White. 4-3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Holiday. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the inside. Holmgren. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
Both free throws good from Holmgren. Outside Tatum. To the middle. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Celtics. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent.
The Celtics, 30 seconds.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Holiday looking for an opening. Outside Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Lou Dort picks one up.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got 11 points here in the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown with some nice D. Celtics lead by 4. On the wing, Holiday. Tatum from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. So it's Oklahoma City now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Pass to Holmgren. From downtown. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
The teardrop. Brown looking around. 4 on the clock. Back to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
Basket counts.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Holiday. Porzingis sets a screen. Outside White. Fires the three. Porzingis misses. Here's Oklahoma City now. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA explodes to the rim.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Holiday. Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, Boston.
Yeah, so poised. I mean, Holiday also possesses outstanding clock awareness in these situations.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with it. Count it, and the foul. It's on Drew Holiday.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the right side. Pass to Dort. Launches it. Boston pulls it in. Here's Tatum. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander laces one from three.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma. everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And it's the Pacers to start out. And Siakam, here we go. It's rebounded by Şengün. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Pass to Halliburton. It's hauled in by Houston.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Green.
What you say? My goodness. Come on now. Superior ball handling from Green that time. Had the defender on his heels.
There's a screen by Turner. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. No good from outside. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
And here are the Rockets. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. They grab their own miss. Siakam, no good. Thompson in the post. And the layup is good off the glass. Thompson's got 6.
The fancy dribbling from Thompson. I mean, showing he's not afraid to take some risk on offense.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Walker. Thompson with some nice D.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
It's Şengün, high post. Back to Thompson. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Now here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Pass to Walker. Siakam outside. Back to Walker. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Tries again. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Off the inbound pass. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Now here's Halliburton. Thompson pulls it in. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. 4-3. Pacers with a rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Now Turner, defended by Şengün. And then Turner with the dunk.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
On the wing, Thompson. From downtown. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Pass to Turner. With 4 on the clock. There's the drive. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And so it's Houston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off.
The Pacers think.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Halliburton outside. The 3 is up. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 4. Lets it fly. Big finish in transition from Green.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
There's a screen by Turner. Halliburton with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound in the bucket.
Outside for Brooks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
The Rockets lead by 6. Here's Thompson. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Pass to Halliburton. Now Turner. Şengün with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Yeah, fast hands help Siakam force a turnover, which he turns into a successful fast break.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Down it goes. My goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish.
Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. That's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Both free throws good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Down low. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
The kick out to Walker. 6 to shoot. Here's Turner. Eason with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 9. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Halliburton's got 8 points. Outside Whitmore. And he jams it home with authority.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Ooh, stolen by Smith.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Whitmore. Oh, misses the dunk. And so it's the Houston Rockets ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pass to Green. Deflects the pass. Whitmore with it. Basket counts. 6 points for him.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shepherd. Outside for McConnell. Pass to Bryant. Second shot opportunity. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And Houston making a change here. Houston leading by 12. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Pacers fall.
Pacers trail by 12. To the inside. Here's Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
To the paint. McConnell with a steal. In transition, here come the Pacers. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
To the middle. Here's Whitmore. Pacers with a rebound. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Pacers on D, trailing by 5. Pass to Şengün. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Şengün's got his first points in this one.
Şengün, a force in the lane. That's where he does most of his damage.
Up top, McConnell. Still no points. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shepherd. And a nice finish on the layup.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Pass to Thompson. Out to the wing. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, and Bryant with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Toppin outside. Banked it in off the glass.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Smith outside. Outside, Green. Back to Smith. Gets the three to fall. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Down low. Easton with a steal. Brooks, right side. Pass to Thompson. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Benedict Mathurin picks one up. Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Pacers trail by 9. Now here's Bryant, covered by Smith. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
And so it's Houston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their
39.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Turner. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
And it's Green with the ball for Houston. Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
To the inside. Siakam. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Jabari Smith. And One thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Green. And he lays it up and in. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
Inside. To the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.